G'day guys, how's it going? Welcome to Man Cave Tuesday. Hope you all had a ripper week. What do we got going on in this video? I have no bloody idea. There's some bits and pieces and whatever. It's been a big week. I had the tag along ride, so it's a bit of a short one. Anyway, let's just get into it. Rightio guys, you might be wondering what the hell is this setup Mark has got going on here. Basically this is the sandblaster, as you can see, with a blanket over it, and it's got everything to do with this lithium battery, but nothing to do with it at all. Hang with me guys. Right, let's give old Max a bit of a start up. So obviously Max is a loud motorbike. It's late at night and I'm trying not to piss off my neighbours. So I thought, get something soft and wiggly woggly just to stop that noise cracking on that bloody back tin roller door and echoing out into the neighbourhood. Right. The lithium battery. Right, so I have a lithium battery here which has come out of Max. Let me get a tester on that for you. Just a simple battery tester. Red goes on red or positive. Whoops, that way. Black onto negative. And hey presto, it's telling us that it's fully charged. This lithium battery is fully charged, isn't it? I mean, it's simple, but it's not. It is, but it's not. So I've come to figure out, well, I might not be 100% on the following stuff that I'm going to say, and hopefully someone with some technical, electrical, lithium knowledge might be able to comment in the comment section to tell me if I'm right or not. Right, so what's the backstory? The backstory is the last two times, like I went with Pete with the cut last week, the cuppa. I had to jump start Max, as you saw. The next day, the following day, did the big ride. Hopefully you've seen that video. Had to jump start him again. I went, what the hell's going on? Checked the battery, and I checked the battery on the Friday, and then I checked the battery on the Saturday, and it says it's fully charged. So I'm just going, there's some type of weirdness going on. Today I thought, right, I've got the ride out at Creswick, better start getting Max organised and all my gear. Go to start him up, hey presto, what's going on? It's a flat battery again, kind of. Put the tester on it, fully charged, as you saw. So, but what I did was, then I went, right, something's not bloody right here. So as soon as I started him up, tried to start him up, I then, I turned it off, I then put those things on it, it was down to 50%. Then I sat this over here for most probably 5 or 10 minutes, put the tester back on it, and it was back to 100%. So clearly lithium batteries don't operate the same as an LED battery. An LED battery, there you go, Mark's new invention, an LED, a lead acid battery. Now, because we know that when you have a lead battery, it's full and then it progressively goes down in charge like that, whereas a lithium battery, it holds its charge right and its fullness right until the end, and then it drops. So am I right in saying that I've never read or found out that's the case. If you put a normal tester on these, it will show that it's fully charged, even if it's a dodgy battery. I wonder if it's only with the dodgy, I don't know. But anyway, so if you've got a lithium battery and you're having a bit of trouble or whatever and you're chucking your thing on there and it's saying it's full, it may not be full. I'd say this is just, it's had its day. I was looking on the, I think it was 5 years ago, so that's lasted 5 years. But in my head, I know I've gotten another one, but I think I had a lithium put in Harry, and it ended up buggering up on me, and I swapped it over and I put a lead acid one back in there. So I think this has lasted me 5 years. I only have a 1 year warranty on them, but I suppose 5 years. So I had to go and get, what I've done now is I've gone to super cheap and I just put a lead acid battery back in max. I can tell you what, when I picked up that thing compared to this, it's like, holy shit, this thing is so friggin' heavy. I will put a lithium back in max. I have no problems with the lithium batteries. They're, you know, if it's been 5 years, at least it would have to be at least 2 years of no problems whatsoever. It could possibly be the full 5 years, which is when I can look back on the video and see how long ago it was. So there you go. Just thought I'd share that little conundrum with yous, if it's a conundrum. Might not be a conundrum. Righto, get the bloody hell out of here. How's this, guys? We have got new trailer. Let me put the, hang on, take that on. No, that's the Parkers on. Have tail lights and brake lights. Blinker, the other blinker, and hazards. Now hopefully I don't bloody run you guys over. There we go. So I have finally put new bloody LED tail lights on this. I got just so sick of it, but I've also done the plugs up the front, and they're pretty cool. I'm going to show you that. Rightio. So I had the double adapter because this was a round plug on the Jeep. The trailer had a flat one, so then I had the adapter that went in between. So there's all these different bloody connections. They were the plastic ones, and so now what I've gone for is this metal one, but they've got these lights so you can check for faults, and the same on this one here. So let me show you these lights in action. Rightio guys, so what you're looking at is the plug that's connected to the Jeep. So I'm going to put the Parkers on, so that should be indicating the tail light. This should be indicating the left indicator, right indicator, brake light, and of course hazards, and bloody everything going off crazy. So what that's doing for me is, and it even has all the labels of what each of those are, but basically if I've got a problem, something's not working at the end there, I can do all that here and go, cool, from here all through the Jeep is all sweet. So then I've got this bit here, hook this in, and now we'll do the same thing, but on top of this plug, exactly the same. Right, with this one here, you actually got to press that button to enable it to get going. So I've got the Parkers on. Should be left blinker, right blinker, all the blinkers, and brake light. How's that? So now if all those lights are working there, that means that this section here, that whole plug, is not got a problem with, you know, whatever. I did have an earth problem in the plug. I had problems, whatever. So if that's working there, so you know that that plug's right, so there's got to be a problem from here back to the tail lights. So it just makes it a little bit easier to diagnose where a problem is, I suppose. They had metal ones. A lot of people say the metal ones hold up a lot better than the plastic ones, whatever. So that's why I got the metal ones. And you could get these metal ones without the lights, and it was like you paid an extra $5 or something to get them with the lights. And I went, why the bloody hell not? Cool. So the ones on the rear, so as I said, I got them from super cheap. They're not the Navara or whatever, Nava lights, which $189 for a set. I got these on special. In actual fact, they weren't on special, but they still had the ticket and they gave it to me, which was really good. I didn't push for it or anything. They're $69 normally for a set. I got them for $49.95. Eudora, or I can't remember, Aurora? I don't know, Eudora. It starts with E. I always look at it and go Europe, but it's not Europe. LED, fully sealed. So now, because the last one's got dust, and I was wondering why my lights were so dim. I thought, no, what's the problem? But it wasn't until I took that off and I seen all the dirt and dust, cleaned them out and they were bright again. But that should not happen to these. So there you go, guys. Bloody ripper. Actually, guys, while we're going on the trailer, obviously the welds are holding up, basically. It hasn't done a huge amount of off-road. It did the Castlemaine ramble. I've been down at my daughter's place and back and around and here and there, but it hasn't done extensive off-road, which is where if it's going to be a problem, that's where it's going to be the problem, that constant vibration. But so far, it ain't budging whatsoever. Actually, guys, while we're still on the topic of the trailer, I do want to do some more modifications to it. I want to raise these sides and that front up to just above here, fill that in, or I make some type of a cage. This thing here is pretty bloody useless because, and this tarp is crap as well. It does the job. These things keep bloody falling out, breaking off. You can see they've pulled out in there. But I put that there hoping that the rain would kind of like run off, but all it does is it pulls in either side. So it does keep the dust out of the trailer a little bit more than not having it. But if I had a cage, a purpose-built cage that maybe, I don't know, had a peak on it, enough so that, because the highest thing normally in the trailer when doing a ramble ride is the esky. The esky sits pretty high, but it's all about, when it comes to the ramble, everything has to be simple and quick. That's always my aim, is because, you know, I'm riding, someone's driving the bloody Jeep pulls up, there are bikes and blokes everywhere waiting for their salad roll or whatever it is, making cups of coffee and all that kind of shit. So everything has to be quick going. Anyway, whatever. Down the track I'll get bloody stuck into that. Righto. Actually, guys, sorry, another little bloody small update that I've done to the Jeep, and anybody that's done the support Jeep, Nay, John, Mick, they know that this bloody, I want to say walkie-talkie, UHF, the little cradle for it, which is there, I'll show you in a minute, it's a lift out, and it was always a pain in the ass. And when you're driving along and and then you're constantly doing, I know Nay said that she would just bloody end up letting it dangle. So John said it on the last one, he said that's a pain in the ass. So I finally fixed it. I got a bit of wood and now it's nice and easy. I've also added down another, what do you call it? Cigarette lighter thing, but this has got USBs on it. I don't know if you remember, I was saying when we come back from Whipperfeld and our cigarette lighter things weren't working, we couldn't charge our phones, and I had to grab the battery pack from out the back. I used to have a thing sitting here. I've now done this, hang on. So yeah, that little thing I was talking, so simple little bit of wood that's just made this clip here sit out from this bit here. So just wax it on there. And then down here, just from super cheap. So now we've got straight up USBs and then obviously a couple of those, and that's so far is working brilliantly. And I actually like where it's sitting, really handy. It looks good too, I think. rather than the shitty bloody one that I had down there. Righto guys, that is really it. Let's get out of here. Rightio guys, had a absolute ripper time out at Creswick on the tag along ride. Really enjoyed all the fellas that bloody came along. If you look at Max now, you can tell that we definitely did have a good time out there. So now it's time to give him a wash. Right, now everybody washes their motorcycles different. They have their preferred way and pros and cons of everything. My preferred way of doing it now is just having some simple car wash. Now this is new, this is heavy, it says heavy duty on there, so I thought, oh, I'll give that a bloody shot. So I've got that, a mitt, and a good old garden hose. Hang on, stop everything. All right, this, you shouldn't drink this, should you? You would, it's wash, you know. Look at it, it's pretty, it's lime green. The worst thing about this thing, that is delicious. That I remember as being a kid, if you remember Cotty's Cooler Bar, so it's the green Cordial. That, exactly that, I loved that stuff as a kid. I can't believe that that's what they're doing with these things. I mean, wasn't it back in the day, you know, keep all your bloody, all the, you know, your bleachers, all your bad shit, you know, don't put them in the bottom bloody cupboards where the kids can get to them and make them smell awful and don't look inviting. And this is what we're doing in this day and age with all the bloody safety precautions and all that kind of shit. Yet here is this, looks delicious, and I just can't explain to you how much this shit smells. I want to, as I'm washing the bike, I'm going, I want to drink it. Crazy, I don't understand it. All right, let's wash the bloody bike. Of course, I've got to take all my bits and pieces off. Whoop. Hot water. Hose on. Under your guards. Try not to wet you fellas. Oop, I've forgotten a little bun. I'll whack him in there. Righto, so I don't bloody bore you, I'm going to keep hosing everything off and I'll come back to you when I do the old rubber-dub-dub. Rightio guys, so that's it, that's Max, all the mud's just been taken, it just all falls off, comes off. When you get older, get yourself a chair, put your bucket on top of it, saves you doing this all the time. Pro tip for the old people. Bloody delicious. And that's it. This is all I'm going to do, guys, is just bloody get this bloody soap on there, just rub all the bits and pieces over. I'm not being, this is not a showroom bike, this is an adventure bike. All I'm just doing is giving it a bit of a bloody touch up all over, because the minute that you take this out onto the dirt, it's just going to get dirty again. Like you just, I understand road bikes and all that kind of stuff, you know, doing the extra thing and the polishing and all that kind of stuff, but yeah. And doing this, it's, you think, oh, I'll just take it to the bloody, the high pressure place, it'll just be easier. By the time you bloody jump on the bike and your helmet and your gloves, you go down there, you bloody pull your hard earned money out, pop it in that bloody machine, and then you still got to go around and get back on, come back home. It's just quicker and easier to do this. But I think in our heads, I don't know, that's how I think anyway. Righto. Pretty bloody simple. You know, I'm not busting me nuts here. And also another thing for this is that you're kind of like getting up and close and personal. You know, you're not standing way back and just zoom. Like you kind of like can get to see things. You go, oh, what's going on here? You know, I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm just kind of like pushing my spin shit any which way you want. Anyway, there you go. All right, I'll come back to you when he's all bloody done. Rightio, guys. So there you go. Oop, Jesus, put the old where are we? My shower. So I would say realistically, from grabbing Max out of the garage, and if I wasn't videoing, this would be a 15-minute job. Now obviously this is not a perfect job. You know, there will be bits and pieces under and whatever that are missed, but the next time I take him out, he's going to be caked on again. So you're kind of like, yeah, I don't know, whatever. And hopefully you can see he looks pretty bloody good. Nice and simple, didn't cost me a fortune. Probably cost me, I don't know, 50 cents. My lawn gets a bit of a water. I don't think this soap stuff will be too much of a problem for the grass. Looks like we've got, there he is. Pete just rang a minute ago. He's just bloody rocked up here. I'm gonna move into the view of the camera there, Pete.
Hope I'm not too bright.
They won't hear because I'm using the microphone.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, you are very bright.
Very bright. Yeah.
Righto. So now all we've got to do is the bags. Righto, guys. Another quick sprinkle on these bags. Give them a rough, just a bloody rub over. Hose the buggers off. Jesus, don't fall over, Mark. Leave the bike and bags to dry and you're all set, except we still do a bit of lubrication. Hang on. Right, since Pete's bloody turned up and you're gonna have to speak loudly this way, I want to show him, I want him to have a smell of this stuff. So let's open that up, Pete, and smell it and tell me what you think.
Yeah, you could eat that.
Exactly, and that's what I was saying to the guys.
Jelly beans or something.
No,
isn't it?
do you remember Coddy's Cooler Bar, the green cordial?
Oh yes, yeah. That's
a dead ringer for it.
Yeah.
I was just saying, I just think it's stupid.
Give me a swig.
Yeah, like, you know, back in the day, and it's like, don't keep your shit down the bottom and put them up high for kids, you know, kids drinking bleach and shit.
Yep.
And here they are, in this day and age, you know, we're all bloody, can't do this and you can't do that, and you've got to have bloody safety officers.
Yeah.
And then I bring out a product like that, looking like that, smelling like that, kids will go...
Yes, exactly.
Crazy.
But anyway, let's have a look at the sugar content in this thing.
Yeah. Righto. Oh, bloody hell, guys. This bloody YouTube shit, it's a bloody, it's a struggle sometimes for a bloke like me. And, you know, you saw Pete was over anyway, and I had this on. I took this thing on and just went with the normal audio. But I tell you what, if you don't, on the top of this thing has the receiver to this is on top of there. If you don't pull the cable out and you put it back to the microphone that's on the camera, you get no sound whatsoever. So I had Pete here and we're dicking around and just having good old bloody banter, and yeah, no audio. So I'm going to try and piece this together. I'm just going to do this rough and hopefully you'll get the idea. But basically, so you know, Pete's got a his own YouTube channel. He's had his full pout adventure stickers made up, and there's the head thing that bobs that I created, like my one, but on his helmet it has that Biker Bits sticker on there. And he was going, oh, I'd really like to put my... And I said, Peter, it's your bloody helmet. Of course. Anyway, so I did this whole funny thing of ripping debranding him of the Biker Bit sticker and saying, well, there you go, bugger you. And basically said, well, you're a bloody prick. Anyway, and then so we've now put the new sticker on there. And I wanted to do that here so we could take a photo of it. I could cut out the image of that and create that thing again for him, but this time having that sticker on there. And also, well, here's his new head with his new bloody sticker on there. That's way better than obviously showing up with Biker Bits right on the front, given that he's got his own channel now. Good on you, Pete. He was very, very thankful too. And also did the same thing. Pete gave me a hand. So on the last part of doing the cleanup is doing the lube part, and basically just lube the kickstand and of course the two, the foot pegs, just to make sure they move up and down nicely. If they get hit, you don't want them to be not moving, if you know what I mean. That's basically all I do. Yep. I think I've got it covered, guys. Righto. Actually, guys, I did want to elaborate. So as you know that I don't lube the chain. It just basically, if I ever wash it, I use that WD-40, spray it on, wipe it off. That's it. Pete was saying that he now doesn't lube his chain either. And as we know, or you might not know, Chappie has, that's what got me onto it. Chappie saying that he never lubes his chain. So that WD-40 is basically just stopping the chain from getting the surface rust. I know people will say that, you know, it's penetrating oil and it will penetrate through the O-rings and get in and wash your grease out and all that. I'm doing this as a test to see. I've got it written up on the board how many Ks I've done and when I did this, just to see if it makes any difference. It's a long-term test. The chain and sprocket, since doing this, have never looked so bloody good. Everything just seems to be running so fine. Yeah, fantastic. The other thing too was I normally use a silicone bloody grease spray on these because I thought it was a better stuff. But I know I spray it on, after a ride, this gets being stiff again. It works, it's just stiff. When you lube it up, it then just flicks back. Next time I'm going to try WD-40 because Pete said he just uses WD-40. So I might give that a shot and see if that works. Stays in there more so than the lithium grease, which is supposed to not wash out, blah, 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 or whatever. But anyway, there you go. All right, now you can go. Go on. See ya. Righto, guys, it is mailbag time. Got myself a little mate. She's not going to stay there very long, but I thought she would, but she keeps wanting to bloody jump down and she can't see and she just thinks she can walk off. So, we got some stuff in the mail. This has come from Pat. And Pat has got... G'day Mark and Nay, I love your work. You do a great job with your channel. Also, it's great. You're just gonna, no. Righto. See you later. Turtle off. She's not like she used to be, but she's doing all right for 16. You do a great job with your channel. Also, it's great to see you work with Pete, Josh and Nat. Just great to watch. Love it. Got some stickers for you. Hope you can use them. Some from my work. Now, he sent these two ones. I mentioned this. This is it there. I support Australian manufacturing. So that's UMWA. Brilliant. I've done a little special thing with the second one, which I'm going to show you. Some from work. My mate got my mate to make little ones for you. Ha ha ha. So that is, what do you call it? Whoopah! And shitballs. Holy shitballs. Bloody ripper, Pat. And what else have we got here? And the local tattoo shop in Kilmore. Booyah. It's a cool logo, isn't it? Look at that. So that one there is going to go up on the sticker board. Now he's also, so we've got that. So Pat, P.S. could I get you to send me the new cool banana and a Oz keep on riding sticker only if you can. Thanks, Pat. Keep on riding. And I've got, so he sent a self-addressed stamped envelope. Brilliant. With $10. So absolutely I'll send you plenty of bloody stickers. Or the ones that you bloody well want. Now I want to show you what I did with this. I thought that was a really cool sticker. Let's have a look. Righto, so what I did, you can see that sticker up there, but it's actually mounted onto MDF, screwed it on there. I cut all the edges just to make it jiggity jaggedy waggity, and there you go. So boom. Oh Jesus, I'm falling over motorbikes. Bloody KLR, stupid thing. I joke, I jest. It's not. It's a motorbike. No motorbike shit. No motorbike shit. Oh, and before anybody goes, oh, ha, ha, Mark, I see you've got lots of Chinese, Taiwan, Japanese made things. In this current time, world or whatever, that's an impossibility to be able to buy everything Australian, or if you live in America, to buy everything American. That's just not the way the world is. But if there is a Australian manufacturing place that I can buy something from rather than from China, America, UK, India, whatever it is. Obviously, if I'm Australian, I'm going to support Australia. If you're America, you would and should support America, or Great Britain, England, Scotland, whatever that place. I'm joking. Yeah, that's where am I going with this? But at the same time, you've also got to, and that is where if I tilt that up, see that Eureka flag there? Now that's more, the Eureka flag is more, you know, if the government is being unjust, that's where that flag comes into it. But if you're going to have an Australian company that's producing something and selling something that you think is, you know, they're overpricing or price gouging customers and riding off the back of, you know, it's Australian made, so you should be paying more. Naturally, you're going to pay more because our wages, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm talking about? I will buy something cheaper because, you know, in this day and age, it's your wallet that is voting for. I am just not one of those people. I can't explain shit that goes on in my head, but I think you get the gist of what I'm trying to say. This is mailbag time. So, sorry, Pat. Jesus, talk about bloody send this on a different place. It's your fault you sent the sticker. Let's go whack that up on the sticker board. Rightio, guys. I'm trying to hop over Harry. Ugh. I wonder if I can stand on his. Oh. There you go, I'm standing on his. So, Pat comes from, obviously Kilmore. That's not the exact suburb, but I was going to whack that. I reckon I'm going to just whack that up there. That's all Indonesia and, there's stuff up there, but I reckon I can do it. I'm just going to do it. This stick. Oh, it's done now. Booyah. I'm supporting a local service, not a manufacturer, but he's a local service, Kilmore Tattoo Shop. Check him out. Hopefully he does good tats. Righto, there you go. Thanks heaps, Pat. I'll get those stickers sent out tomorrow. Righto, back to the man cave. Okay guys, so no BB news and shit this week. I will be having the tag along ride out at Creswick. Have that video hopefully done by the end of the week. I'll have it done, don't worry. Well, there you go guys, that is Man Cave Tuesday done and dusted for another week. Hope you all enjoyed it. Remember, keep on riding, and if you ain't riding, keep on keeping on.